My friend has been begging me to do Quentin Questions like for about like a month now because I kind of haven't been doing it. So I'm gonna do it by oldest first. Yeah, suck it, Gem. Well, don't actually. Um, so yeah, it's been a while. Hi, amazing analysis. Please tell me how to change your password to your stupid date. Okay. Yeah, no. I was just on the phone with this person and they left for dinner. So yeah. Because you just did that, not answering that question. Face reveal when? Either when I hit a million subs or 18. Yes, I can't wait to hit 18. Do you think smiley faces should be banned in 2038? No. However, I think there is an emoji that should take supremacy over the smiley face emoji. Ask me what emoji that is in the next video. Bro, you overplayed this joke to death. Shush. Silence. If you have epilepsy and I put a bunch of blinking lights in front of you and tell you to close your eyes, can you, or does the seizure start first? That's actually. Can you? I don't feel like looking it up right now, but can you not close your eyes if you have a seizure? I mean, I imagine it would be difficult, really difficult, actually. But I don't know. That's a good question. Um, My real question is, though, I have a question for you: is how did you come up with the amazing name "I Lied, There Are No Titties"? That is such a genius, innovative name, and I've just not seen a better name. Hi, Quentin. I appreciate your. I cannot wait to read this because the last question was great. I appreciate your calm and measured response. Follow up question for you. You are thrown into an Arctic ocean at midnight. There are 81 hungry seals circling the vessel you were thrown from. You have approximately 30 seconds to develop your escape plan. Be warned, by second 15, hypothermia begins to take hold of your extremities, slowing your thinking and lowering the quality of your thought process. What is your favorite type of boat? Second, do you think you'd realistically, be honest, escape? If so, how? Please note the crew of the ship are seducible. Thank you for adding that note. My favorite type of boat? Probably a. You'll float too. You'll float too. You'll float. I just saw it like yesterday. So peak. Anyways, I don't think I could escape. If so, how? I no. Oh, I mean, how seducible are we talking about? Yeah, no. Oil up when? Small intestine reveal when? Maybe I'll make it so after my death I can tell the people who will do my autopsy and like prepare me to like take a picture of my small intestine for you. That's not a question, but okay. Yeah, okay. Hi, Quentin. As we know, the Federal Open Market Committee of the Fed cuts the federal funds rate another 25 basis. I was going to look this up beforehand, but I forgot. With Chair Jay Powell's term expiring in May of 2026, where do you think FOMC will head in the meantime as they tackle both problems required by Congress's dual mandate to them in the Federal Reserve Act, inflation and the labor market? I love politics, but no. Why did you start making YouTube videos? Well, I made my YouTube channel cuz I was bored out of my mind, stuck at home because of the pandemic. And then I started posting because I was going to a new school and I was like, I'm going to a new school in like a month. I'm bored out of my mind. I'm going to make mashups of songs I like, and then I started making mashups and posting them, and now I've just like evolved from there into not doing illegal things. What has been the best, worst decision you've ever made and why? Or I don't know what that means. Does it mean like what's the out of all the bad decisions I made, what was the best? Or are you asking what has been the best or worst decision that I've ever made? The best decision I've ever made was probably applying to the school I'm currently going to. And the worst decision that I've probably ever made was continuously um trying to get someone that wasn't interested in me. What is something you would try if you knew you couldn't fail? Um, Probably skydiving. Probably skydiving. I want to skydive, but I'm too scared to. What's my opinion on Gen Alpha? They suck because they 6'7", 6'7", 6'7". Can love at first sight actually happen, or is that some Disney movie type? Well, I definitely um had love at first sight, and yeah, that's a story for another time. Have you ever fallen asleep while listening to an album or a song? Yes. Yes. I actually have a list on album of the year of the albums I've fallen asleep to. I think I forgot to put Ride the Lightning on there, but I don't think it's sharing my screen. Um Here, albums that have helped me fall asleep. He Has Left Us Alone, but Shafts of Light sometimes goes to the corner of our rooms by a Stiller Mount Zion. A lot of people don't know that album, but there was a specific popular song that sampled what people originally thought was a cat, but it's actually a dog named Wanda. And it was a really popular song that was trending. I think that is how I discovered the album, but that's not my favorite song in the album. I think I like the first song the most. Um, Gold by Ryan Adams was an album I used to fall asleep when I was really young a lot of the time. Recently, literally just last night, and usually like most nights, I listen to Ambient One, Music for Airports by Brian Eno. Some other albums, Igor by Tyler the Creator. It's definitely an interesting one to fall asleep to. Ride the Lightning by Metallica is also another one. Lift Your Skinny Fists Like Antennas to Heaven. That's a great album. By Godspeed You, Black Emperor. Crumbling by Midair Thief. Haram by Arm& Hammer. Gotta listen to. Oh, I also I think I fell asleep to Today I Wrote Nothing. 19 by Adele, Band of the Run, Paul McCartney and Wings, Start From Here by Joanna Wing, which I think I missed the anniversary of. I think the anniversary of that album was not very long ago, and I'm sad I missed the anniversary. Wait, hold up, let me look up the release date. I know it was from. It probably wasn't an important day. Oh wait, no, I did miss it. It's January 11th. Oh, that's nice. I knew it was in January. Uh, yeah, and then Where Were You When I Needed You by the Grassroots, which I discovered that song. I didn't discover the song. I discovered You Didn't Have to Be So Nice a few years ago. It was used to be my favorite song, and I remember listening to it a bunch when I was like 10 years old. That's not a few years ago. I don't know why I said a few years. Not even 10. Wait. Probably like 8 or 9. I discovered that song. I'm trying to think of any. I don't know if I've fallen. Oh, I've fallen asleep to individual songs. Here with Me by David. Sadly, that's the only reason it was my most listened to song on Spotify Wrapped, was because I fell asleep one night listening to it and it didn't pause like YouTube Music. So that's why that's my most listened to song by Wrapped, and that's the main reason I didn't share my Wrapped is because Here with Me was number one. Don't Smile by Sabrina Carpenter has been a big one recently. There's been a few. If I go to my most listened to songs, I'll probably Comfort Chain in Stupendo. Alaska, Maggie Rogers. I think maybe One Step Ahead by Aretha Franklin. I'm not certain. Um. Oh, that's no fun. Steve Lacy. So, some assortments of. I don't think I've played a Joanna Wang song on loop to fall asleep because that whole album is just amazing. Um. Yeah. So yeah, I've played individual songs on loop a few times, but not that frequently. Um. What's the next question? Is the 6-7 joke dead? No, it's not. I hate to break it to you, but it's not. Do you think anyone will ever achieve true freedom? No, because we are all enslaved by the limitations of capitalism. How do you think people see you? Is it the same how you see yourself, or better or worse? I hope it's better. I hope it's better. I don't see myself too highly right now. Um, I mean, I did just come back from like a really bad breakdown. Um, yeah, I hope better than I see myself. I feel like most people don't like me. I don't, I mean, I don't blame him. Actually, I'd say like 50% of people like me and 50% don't like me, actually. I'd say it's around like 50-50. What's a cartoon I watched as a kid that you're sad that most kids nowadays don't know anymore? I don't know about don't know anymore because I, hmm. I'm trying to think. The cartoons that I watched when I was a kid are still like somewhat popular. Like Dora the Explorer was one I watched a lot. Magic School Bus. Mainly Dora though. I watched a ton of Dora when I was young. Are those the only two shows I used to watch? What was what was that? I don't know if that was a cartoon. There was a show like Hollow Knight or Sleepy Hollow. I think is the name. I didn't watch many cartoons when I was. Oh, Phineas and Ferb. Once again, like the cartoons that I think of, like are still really popular today. I'd say I watched less cartoons than like I used to watch a lot of Goosebumps and Creeped Out mainly, but I never watched that many cartoons. I may have some more of those. There's some to think about. I mean, yeah, they were good questions. And we think, yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know what I'm really curious about. I'm gonna look up cartoons most fam. Do I want the most famous cartoons of all time? Do I want that really? I never got into Adventure Time. Not because I didn't like it, but because you know what cartoon I used to watch all the time? Sophia the First. I mean, come on, that theme song's so iconic, but also the show was just like I like the show a lot. I think I watched a little Powerpuff Girls. Mainly, I'd watch it at my godmother's house. Mainly, I'd watch that at my godmother's house. I never really liked The Odd Parents that much. I don't think. I don't know though. I don't remember it that well, unfortunately. I remember a few episodes. I don't think I was. I didn't type in kids, so I just got Family Guy. No, I did not watch Family Guy when I was. Oh, SpongeBob SquarePants. But everyone knows SpongeBob SquarePants too. I don't understand why some people's parents Peppa Pig, Masha song. Oh, no one knows Masha songs. Masha's songs might have been my favorite cartoon, like for a year or two. I loved Masha's songs. Those probably don't hold up well now, but I loved Masha and the Bear. I can't think of. I can like I barely remember. I Caillou just so horrible. Schoolhouse Rock. Watched a little bit of. Yeah, I did watch a lot of Peppa Pig and Masha's songs. I watched a ton of. That might have been my most watched show. Dragon Tales, Dragon. Kim Possible. No, I was not watching that. What is? I've heard of. Oh, maybe I did watch. Oh, what was the one with the three bears? I watched the one with the three bears. What was the name of that show? No, not Goldilocks and the Three Bears. I don't think it was Gummy Bears either. It was like three bears and they were always on top of each other. Or I don't think they were on top of each other. We Bear Bears. That's what it was. We Bear Bears. Yeah, I liked We Bear Bears. Um, I don't remember anything about it. I know I liked it though. I gotta say, a lot of the pop. Oh, I watched Scooby Doo. I watched Scooby Doo. I think I actually watched like all the movies of Scooby Doo at least twice. Um, I used to be. Wow, I'm really on this cartoon topic because I've not thought about like what I used to watch as a kid for a long time. Oh, Teen Titans, I think I watched. I watched a lot of cartoons apparently. Caillou. I never got into Caillou when I was young. I don't even know like most people like side with Caillou when they're young because I mean, let's be honest, most kids are like Caillou. I don't even when I was young, even though like I don't know how I was so anti Caillou when I was young. I don't know how I was able to understand he was a brat and yet not see how my own actions were bratty. Oh, Sesame Street! Sesame Street's so good. That's what got me into Feast. I used to listen to. Oh, that's another song I used to listen to a lot to fall asleep. Is Feast. 1, 2, 3, 4. I swear, there was these like four songs I had in rotation when I want to go to bed. Two of them was Ryan Adams. One of them was Feast 1, 2, 3, 4. And I thought about this for like 10 minutes straight, and I cannot think of what the other song was. I could probably ask my dad at some point to figure out what song it was. I used to really listen to like these four songs over and over. I'm trying to think what it wasn't just like Heaven by The Cure, was it? I don't think so. What? What? It probably was close to the beginning of the alphabet because that's something my dad does a lot. He um he mainly works with stuff in alphabetical order. Is that my dad? Is that you? Who is it? Sorry, I had an interruption with my mom. I thought that was my dad that was knocking on the door, and I was going to ask him if he remembers the songs. But yeah, it was not. Anyways, thanks for watching Quentin Questions, and ask me a question, and I will answer